Hi everyone, I am Vikas. It's a gorgeous day today, and today I have with me the best of my team. On my right is Nelly, on my left is Nikita, and recording the video is Sarah. So it has been one year since the time the COVID has lingered on, and there has been a lot of transition in our Kumon Center from the last 1 year. So today in this video we are going to talk about the transition, and we are going to talk about what comes next as far as Kumon Center is concerned. And if you like our video, please click the like button. We'll really appreciate it. And so to start with, let me tell what is Kumon. So we all know Kumon method is doing a little bit each day. Kumon says it's a kind of learning which is individualized learning. We go as per the pace of the child, which is not the conventional way which the schools teach uh, in the classrooms here. So we teach the child as per the ability of the pace of the learning of the child. And so we teach two subjects, math and English, and there is a daily homework in the Kumon Center. Kumon believes in doing a little bit each day, believes in getting into the ritual part of it. So there is something called as the Kumon Method. So Kumon Method is same place, same time, same spirit. When I talk about the spirit, I'm talking about the positive spirit of doing the worksheets every day. So like there is a lunch time, there is a dinner time, so there is a Kumon time. So I talk about this to all the parents. So please make sure that there is a ritual going on in the house. Your child should sit down on the table, chair, in the same room, and get into a routine of doing the daily set number of worksheets. Now the number of worksheets is not very important, depends on the individual capacity of the child. It also depends on how much homework they get from the school. So say a child does 3 pages or 4 pages per day, but doing every day is very important. And also we want to measure the speed and the accuracy together. So there is something called as the standard completion time. So the standard completion time is the time for the child to do 1 page of the worksheets. There are so many levels in Kumon. Each level has got a standard completion time per page. So over a period of time, when the child is able to measure up to the standard completion time, we have really we have fructified what we wanted to learn in Kumon. And as there is a placement test in the beginning when the child is enrolled here, there is a achievement test after each level. So this ensures that the learning is proper, there are no gaps in the learning as far as Kumon is concerned, and it's a pretty comprehensive syllabus. And so that was a short bite about Kumon. Now let me turn my attention to Nelly. And so Nelly has been with us since the time we transitioned in March 2020 from our in-person learning to the hybrid learning. And so I just want to utilize her experience and expertise and share with us how did you find our changeover, the transition, and how do you see it today?
So when the pandemic first started, a lot of parents pulled out of our Kumon Center. There was a lot of uncertainty about COVID and all the many changes that were happening very quickly. So also a lot of parents felt very overwhelmed because now they had to work from home, and they also had to take their kids throughout their MCPS remote learning day, and then they would also have to help their students with Kumon because they couldn't bring their students into the center anymore. So immediately when the pandemic started, in order to try to fight all the parents pulling out and to try to keep them in, to keep students in, we immediately started to use Google Hangouts and WhatsApp to teach students. And this was not the most effective method. Students really had to reach out to us if they had any questions. And again, parents were feeling very overwhelmed, so it was kind of challenging because the parents would have to help their students reach out.
Yeah, Nelly, I remember. I had such a great team. They were able to share their personal cell phone numbers, and their email IDs. And a lot of parents have really complimented this aspect with me. And so the graders like Nelly, they used to call the parents, then the parents used to connect with the WhatsApp or the Google Hangouts to start with, and then of course later we turned on to the Zoom after that.
So once we discovered Zoom, we began to use it, and this was very effective. A lot of students come onto Zoom, especially older students. It's very easy for us to answer a lot of questions, and there's many different ways that we can help students. So one of the main things that we do is we share our whiteboard, or the student shares their whiteboard, and this just allows us to thoroughly explain problems to the student, and also allows them to complete problems in front of our eyes so that we know what they're doing and we can, help them through the process.
Yeah, wonderful. I mean, I have had a lot of applaud about the manner in which we do our Zoom. I mean, so parents have really complimented us because we make our Zoom a very interactive kind of Zoom. So we use all the tools. There is a whiteboard to share with. There is a chat. There is emojis there. Then we have the survey there. I mean, and then of course, like Nelly said, we grade the answers during the Zoom. We get the corrections done. We teach on the whiteboard, and so it's a total satisfaction which is being provided to the student and the parent, and then of course followed with the feedback to the student or the parent.
And especially with kindergartners, we also have them show us the worksheet that they're working on so that we can walk them through it. And also we've started to use different online resources to help kindergarten students. So one thing that we've started to use recently is this online set of flashcards and also sound cards. And this allows kindergartners to practice things that they normally would in the center, but they can learn it online if they don't come into the center. And also we've tried to include fun activities with Zoom, and so we've used a family fun time, a read aloud time, and we've also held a student award event all virtually.
Yeah, I remember the family fun time. I mean, it was fun. We used to have story readings. We used to have virtual tours of the museums, gymnasium. We had, not gymnasium, museums. We went to the International Space Station. We used to have the famous personality reading the stories. We used to play games, science quizzes. It was a great time we had. And of course, we stopped the family fun time for some time, and we're going to start the family fun time again. And of course, the student award event, it was a great event we managed. So would you like to say something about the student award?
Yes, so we really wanted to recognize all the achievements that students have made, especially online. Learning is really hard, but we've got a lot of great students in the center who have continued putting in all of their effort to their Kumon work, so we really wanted to recognize everyone. So we had this event and we recognized all the students and we said the different awards that they all got. And we also included some fun videos. There were some motivational speeches and also some instrumental performances. So we tried to make this a fun interactive event where students could get together.
And of course, a lot of them got the medals.
Mm-hmm.
They got platinum, gold, silver, bronze, and certificates. I mean, it was a big event.
Yep, and then we also had read aloud time, and this was an opportunity for students to read different books, stories, and just different passages aloud to graders, and they could practice their oral skills. So we could monitor and give them feedback on the pace that they're speaking at, and also their ability to pronounce punctuation while they're speaking. And
Yeah.
these are important skills that they don't really get to practice normally, so.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, I mean, we have been staying one step ahead of the school, and so to say, I mean, on top as far as the learning curve is concerned.
And additionally, as soon as everything went remote, we also began to call, email, and text parents. And this was just to keep them informed about everything happening with our center, and also just to reach out and see if they need help. A lot of parents don't reach out on their own. It's kind of challenging, so we just try to make it a little easier for them. So we would reach out and ask if there's anything that we can do for them. And we also made and posted various YouTube videos. This was to explain the Zoom process, and then also once we were able to open in-person classes again, we posted videos explaining the in-person process as well, and the different safety measures we have in the center, and what students can expect when they come into the center.
I mean, what a transition it has been. Nobody could have imagined in March 2020 we were having a normal in-person class. Suddenly one day, on governor's orders, everything closed. So we had to adapt to be able to survive as far as the business was concerned. And so I had a great team. I mean, so with their help, we have not only survived, actually we have been able to do pretty well in 2020.
Yeah, and we've also asked parents and students to fill out various surveys so that they can give us feedback and we can make improvements based on their suggestions. And we've also made various changes regarding homework. So parents can pick up about 3 weeks worth of homework at one time. So this reduces the number of times that they have to come into the center. But students are still able to get the amount of worksheets they need so that they can fill them all out at home. And also we allow parents to take home answer books so that they can grade all of their students' worksheets if they're interested in doing that.
Our motto is, I mean, there is a culture in any organization, and we have a culture here. Our culture is to provide the best service, provide the best value while building up relationships. And I keep this motto with me. I share this with my staff here, and that is how we work. We provide the best value to the student and to the parent, best academic value. We just want them to get the best value for their dollars. And of course, like I said, I mean, it's a relationship building over a period of time, so that the parent likes the way we teach, and the parent recommends us to the other parents or in their community. That is how we spread our good message there.
And additionally, once we were able to open up the center again, we had to make sure that we were taking the necessary safety precautions. And so we regularly disinfect the center, sanitize it, and also deodorize it. So we also have various acrylic screens throughout the classroom and a lot of different bottles of hand sanitizer so that students and graders can use them throughout their time in the center. And this is just making sure that students can safely come and learn in person, because online isn't the best option for everyone. So we just want to maximize our learning options for different students based on their
safety
needs.
is very important, goes without saying, and it will always remain important. So I have a third-party contractor who comes to Kumon twice a month to do the deep disinfection here, and they virtually scrub each and every table, chairs, switch point, anything which is being touched by the kids here. They virtually scrub this with antivirus, antibacteria material. So that leaves us very safe at the end of it. And apart from that, after every student leaves the classroom, in-person classroom, we ourselves clean the tables. My staff has been very helpful. I mean, they consider it their religious duty to clean the table with all the cleaning material, and that's all desanitizing cleaning material. And so we just want to make sure that we and the kids and the staff, everybody stays perfectly safe here till the time we have an in-person learning. And of course, Zoom is very helpful. But right now, I see the trend that more and more parents want to send their kids to the Kumon Center, and I welcome them. I mean, so we do the hybrid thing, we do the Zoom, we do the in-person, and I welcome all kinds of learning and the teaching which we can provide here.
And also, we understand that with the pandemic, a lot of families are facing financial hardships. But at our Kumon Center, we are really dedicated to helping students, so we have offered some free education for a certain period of time, so that even when families are struggling, that we can still offer their students additional help that they need.
Absolutely, I feel, I mean, empathy is very important, and these are hard times for everybody, and so we want to help everybody. We don't want to deny education to any child if the parent is not able to cough up enough money. So we have done that in the past, and we'll keep doing in the future also. So great job, Nelly. I mean, you brought in detail how we transitioned from The time when COVID started has been more than a year now, and I think we are in very strong hands right now. We're doing pretty good right now. Thank you for all you do, Nelly. I mean, it's been a great job. Okay, Nikita. So let me ask you. We all are proud of our good job here. So why Kumon Rockville West? I mean, what do you find? You have been with us for more than a year. What do you find different in our Kumon Rockville West Center?
Yeah, so I think the first thing, just embedded into the center itself, is the location. So we're located in a really great place in town. We're right near a bunch of schools. So we're really well located for a lot of different people. Additionally, we're right in a plaza right next to a grocery store, and we have free parking, free Wi-Fi, so it's just a really great place to learn here. Also, I'd say that in this past year we've become even more efficient through this hybrid kind of schedule that we're working with. We have in-person classes and Zoom classes, as Nelly talked about. And so in person, we'll sit one-on-one with kindergartners with the screen in between us, and for older kids, we'll sit maybe three-on-one. And so it's very individualized attention. If kids have questions, there's always a grader right there that they can ask. And in person works well for a lot of children, especially younger children, just because kind of having those relationships, which is something that's really important to us, can be well fostered in an in-person community. But as Nelly was mentioning, not everyone is comfortable with in-person. So we also have Zoom classes, and we teach over Zoom. We can grade worksheets through Zoom. We can correct their worksheets through Zoom. We have a lot of other online resources that we're using. And so there's a lot of kids who have been learning a lot and flourishing in this Kumon environment from their houses.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also, we're very goal-oriented. So we strive to take kids like up to 3 levels above their grade level, which is really impressive. And we do this while still building relationships and making sure that before we start learning, that the children feels really comfortable and really enjoys learning. And so we really stress that and make sure, especially for the younger kids.
That's a very important point, Nikki. I mean, the joy of learning is something which we want to emphasize and re-emphasize every point. If the child finds joy in learning, I mean, the learning will become so easy for him or her, and become so easy for us teachers to be able to teach the child. So that's why there is something called as the just right level in Kumon. Just right level is a level which is, so to say, just right. I mean, not too hard, not too easy. It is just right, which the child finds it adequately challenging. At the same time, keeps the child motivated to keep going, doing his worksheets every day. So that's a very important point, yeah.
In the center and on person, we have in the center and over Zoom, we have a lot of supplemental study materials as well. We have displays like outside, and we have a lot of materials that parents can buy, but also even within class, we embed that into the class and the curriculum. So we have sound cards for younger students and tracing worksheets and a lot of other really great resources that they can utilize. We have games that they can play, and even online, we have these same like audio cards and that kind of thing. So it's really helpful. We also just recently installed a TV outside in our center that reads the words to students, which is really helpful and fun for the students. And we also know that our methods work because we have a lot of siblings enrolled in high numbers. So parents will really see that their child is doing well and will enroll their siblings as well, which is great. And we have a lot of also second subjects enrolled. We teach we can help students with all subjects, so their Kumon work obviously, but also if they're struggling in a subject in school or need specific help, we're always willing to do that. We can work on school books with children. We can do SAT and ACT prep, and we also, some of our graders know other languages that they can teach, so we have a lot. We offer a lot of different teaching and tutoring resources.
Wonderful. I mean, like I said, I mean, we have been trying to provide the top dollar value to the parent. I mean, be it teaching not only the Kumon subjects, we also help with the school homework, any kind of school stuff which the child wants help with. We are very eager to help the child. And of course, like I said, the learning with joy is something we ensure. Our methods of teaching are such, and we have the tools to be able to teach right from kindergarten all the way to the high school. With all the tool and the supplemental study material, we ensure that the child learns. and then once they learn, then they follow with the correct method and the correct pattern in the worksheets.
Yes. Also, we are very focused on calling leads and communicating with parents. So we're very feedback oriented. That's the backbone of everything we do here. So we call parents every week, and we really appreciate any feedback. And the Kumon experience is very tailored to each individual student. So if a student is falling behind or the parent wants them to work on something specific, we can definitely do that and work that into their learning. So it's very tailored to the student and very feedback oriented, which is something really strong, and it makes it really great for students and parents alike to be here at this
Wonderful,
Kumon Center.
wonderful. So I just say again, I mean, feedback is a gift. So I keep requesting parents, please give your feedback. You can talk to me, you can put a suggestion in the box, you can talk to any of my team members there, or when I give you the progress about the students' academic learning, you can tell me about that. But I mean, we have sent surveys to the parents, so it's very important that you write those things in the surveys. I should get your mind. If I get your mind, we can certainly keep improving the way we have been over the last 1 year.
So we also have online answer books and in-person answer books that parents can take home. And so this is really helpful, especially during this pandemic, because sometimes maybe a kid doesn't come into class for a while or they can't get their work checked. So by providing online answer book resources and allowing parents to take some answer books home, they're able to grade their own children's worksheets, which has been really helpful to kind of get everything running smoothly. Additionally, we have a big social media presence, so we have YouTube, Instagram, and lots of other platforms. And so we like to spread our word. We like to spread the word, and a lot of parents find out about us through these websites, which is really helpful.
Wonderful, Nikki. I mean, that's a great segue to talk to Sarah about the social media. And so Sarah is here with me. Sarah has been managing the social media of our Kumon Center. And so thanks, Nikki, for giving me that lead. And so, Sarah, how do you think that we have been managing the social media about our center?
I have been managing the Instagram, YouTube, Facebook platforms of Kumon Rockville West. The way I've been managing it is through making content for the platforms, such as upcoming events, our calendar, the hybrid schedule, our new and updated COVID safety precautions and guidelines, discounts and deals like free registration until March 31st, parent reviews of our center, and also by uploading pictures of our center and how it looks.
Wonderful. I mean, we have a lot of social media in our Kumon Center. So we have our e-page. You should all visit the Kumon Rockville West e-page. You'll be able to see our center there, the details about the instructors, the promotions which are going on. Right now, for example, right now there is a free registration going on. So you can avail free registration. You save $50 on enrolling your child, $50 per child in enrolling your child in the Kumon Center. And so apart from the e-page, we have our Facebook, we have our YouTube channel, and of course we'll be loading this video on the YouTube channel. If you just Google the YouTube Kumon Rockville West, you'll see a lot of past videos which we have made over a period of time. And these videos are very educative. I mean, these videos are to educate the parents, to tell us about our center and how we manage our social media and how we teach kids. And apart from that, we have our Facebook, and Sarah manages the Facebook and the Instagram. And I mean, not only that, I mean, Sarah is able to send a lot of social media to the Travel Gateway Drive. We are in the Travel Gateway area, and the Travel Village has got its own Facebook and the Instagram. So we have been sending a lot of content to them. And if you see the Travel Village Facebook and Instagram, you'll find, I mean, Kumon, Rockville West all over the place. And we really want it. I mean, we want it promoted. So excellent job, Sarah. I mean, you've been doing a great job. Anything else that you want to share?
Also help us promote our center by spreading word in our community, Facebook groups, liking our posts and commenting, giving positive reviews on Yelp, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Absolutely. You can certainly go on Yelp and watch our reviews there. We have, in fact, many parents tell me when they enroll their child here, many parents tell me that you have one of the best social media reviews, which they can see on the Facebook, they can see on the Yelp. And I mean, I tell them that we are true to our work, as simple as that. I mean, we provide the best way, academic learning to the child. we provide the best follow-up with the parent, and we are true to our work. And so that's why, we are doing so well. So thank you, Sarah, for promoting all the social media of our Kumon Center.
So what's next for our center?
Oh, that's a great question. Like I said, we've been going on for at least the last 1 year. It has been pretty turbulent time, but we have been doing so well. And so let me just recollect. In the student award event which we had one program completer. We had lot of students who were in the math top 20. We had lot of students who were in the reading top 20. We had math leads, and so we gave them there is a plaque there is a crystal ball memento, there is a gold star memento. There are Kumon certificates which Kumon North America sends us, and then we give our certificates, Kumon Rockville West certificates, to the students here. And so and let me just recently I was told by Kumon that 4 of our students have been selected, and these 4 students are the top shots. They are all platinum level and above. 4 of our students have been selected for the Kumon North America conference, and it's a great privilege and an honor for our center here to be able to have so many students who are selected for the Kumon conference, which happens once in a year. And it goes without saying, the cream of the cream is there in that conference. And so I think it has been a very good journey we have been having so far. So apart from that, what comes next? In terms of operations, I would say we have been having our assistants and the grader trainings pretty regularly. So we train together so that we can impart the best of the learning to the kids. We have added to a lot of technology here. If you see the Kumon Center, we have had laptops. I give feedback to the parents based on the grid lines, and of course, apart from a real-time feedback which we show with the help of the record books, we have grid lines showing the progress as on today, what happens after 6 months, what happens after 1 year, 2 years. So we are plotting the progress of the kid right from today, all the 3 years down the line. And so I am able to share all that progress by virtue of all that technology. Recently we added the audio room here. So we have all the video flash cards, audio cards, which helps the child to be able to put the sounds together, to be able to join a word. Apart from that, as far as the facilities are concerned here, the safety is non-negotiable. We have taken the utmost safety measures, whatever could be done post-pandemic. And so with God's grace, everything has been very good so far. And so in terms of facilities here, we have the lot of Kumon supplemental study material here. I provide free Wi-Fi here for the kids. And so we have the soda machine we just added. Kids want soda and cold water. And so apart from that, we provide a lot of stationery to the kids here. And so in terms of social media, Sarah has brought up lot of things about how we proceeding with the social media. I would say social media is my priority, and so we always want to stay on top. The search engine optimization is something which is at the top of my mind, and so we want to keep posting every week so that we stay on the. Anybody Googles Kumon Rockville West, we should be seen there. That is how I see ourselves there, and so we have been on top, and we will keep promoting our social media. In terms of opening for more number of days, right now we are open for the Zoom for 3 days in a week, and we are open for in-person classes on twice a week. But as and when more vaccines are given to more people, as and when the kids feel more safe, we'll add more in-person days here. The bottom line, my message remains the same every time. I stick with my culture, I stick with my motto. We want to provide the best value, academic value to the child and the parent, and the top value to the parent as far as they're spending their dollars with us is concerned. And so, I would just end by saying, I mean, it's a team effort. So it's a credit goes to the kids who have been coming to the Kumon Center for learning, even during the pandemic, be it Zoom, and then they started to come for the in-person classes. Credit goes to my team here. I mean, all of my team members. I mean, a big shout out to them, without which we couldn't have survived without the team members. And of course, I mean, all the credit goes to the parents too. Without parents' consent, kids won't be here, and we won't be able to impart all the value which we have been doing here. So I would just say, I mean, we are doing our best. We will continue to doing our best, and so have happy and safe days ahead. And we want you to come to the Kumon Center. Take a look at yourself, how we are teaching, how we are conducting our things here. If you are satisfied, I mean, come and join the gang here. We will make sure that your child gets the best education, and we are the best as far as the Rockville is concerned. Thank you for watching this interview, and like I said, I mean, if you like our YouTube video, please click the like button. Thank you, and stay safe. Bye.